welcome in. Today, we're making lasagna soup. Now this is comfort food. Everything that you love about lasagna, but in a rich, hearty broth, without all of the trouble of doing layers and layer upon layers. This is what I like to call love in a bowl. So sit back, enjoy, get your pen, get your paper, and here's your shopping list. The first thing you're gonna need is 1 large onion. That's a yellow onion, by the way. And then next, you're gonna need 6 garlic cloves. And if you can use all fresh ingredients, I admonish you to do so. Then next, you're gonna need fresh thyme. And if you can't find all fresh ingredients, that's fine, go with the dry. And then next, we have some beautiful fresh basil. Now, next, you're gonna need your tomato paste. And if you can't find this exact one that I'm using, any tomato paste you can find is perfectly fine. And then next, you're gonna need your ricotta cheese. So, no specific brand. Ricotta cheese is ricotta cheese, as long as it's 100% ricotta cheese. And then next, you're gonna need your pasta. This is one of the most important ingredients because without the pasta, you don't have lasagna. And then next, we're going to our spices, salt and pepper. I'm using table ground black pepper. And then next, you got your smoked paprika and Italian season. And then you're gonna use onion powder and garlic powder. Yes, I'm using both fresh and dry. You get 2 different flavors with that one. And then your red pepper flakes. This dish deserves just a little bit of heat, but not too much heat. And then chicken broth. A lot of you all asked for my gumbo collard greens video. What is that orange stuff? Is that orange juice? No, that was chicken broth. And then next, you're gonna need mozzarella. Whatever kind you like is fine. And then this is diced tomatoes. Beautiful, and that nice tomato juice that it comes in, perfect for lasagna soup. And then I'm using extra virgin olive oil. This is the cold press version as well. And then the stars of the show. We got some lean ground beef, and then we got Italian sausage. Before we get started, just a couple of housekeeping things. First, if you're not following me, make sure you, number 1, like, and then number 2, subscribe. And then after that, for those who may want to know, the full recipe will be in the description below. All right, let's get started. So now, all of the ingredients, everything that you saw that helps you make this, is going to be in the description below. Now, the first thing you're gonna do after you peel that onion, you're gonna make your slices across the top. Notice I didn't slice through the back. Turn your onion to the side. You're gonna slice through, but not all the way through. And then you're gonna slice all the way down, and that's gonna give you that perfectly small diced onion. Take your time, don't rush. Remember, cooking is a labor of love. So don't stress it, and don't make it complicated. It should be fun. Now, once you got your onion all diced up, then we're gonna go ahead and get started on the Italian sausage. Now, with a nice sharp knife, the first thing you wanna do is you wanna remove all of that skin off of that sausage. And once you remove it from that skin, we're gonna go ahead and get it in a nice hot pot. So this is when I would recommend you already have that pot nice and hot, have it ready. So when you get done, that meat goes right in the pot. Now you're gonna go ahead and start off with your olive oil, and then you're gonna get those onions in, and you're gonna sweat your onions. Now, some of you might be asking, well, why did you not put the meat in first? I always see people put the meat in and then they take it out and then they put the onions. Well, I chose to add my onions first and get those translucent to sweat them nicely, but not browning them like you're caramelizing them. And then after that, you're gonna go ahead and get them right out of that pot. Now, once your onions are sweated, then we're gonna remove them from the pot. And then we're gonna go ahead and add our Italian sausage in. Now, being that I'm using lean ground beef and the Italian sausage is lean as well, I'm not gonna go through the trouble of browning my sausage and then adding the ground beef. Brown both the ground beef and the Italian sausage at the same time. Now, with this little tool that I found at the store, I'm gonna go ahead and just chop up the beef, chop up the Italian sausage, get them to the same consistency. And then after that, we're gonna start adding our aromatics once we allow this to brown. We're gonna let it brown for like a minute or 2. And then after that, we're gonna add the aromatics. And the first thing we're gonna start off with is adding the onion in. Now, get that onion in the pot. Remember, it's already sweated down. And if you notice, mine is not too dark because I don't want it caramelized. I don't want that caramelized flavor. I just want that onion sweated flavor. Then you add the onions first. And then after that, you're gonna add the garlic. Now, while you're building your flavors, because that's all we're doing, we're building our flavors right now. So take your time. If you don't have a garlic press like what I'm using, it's okay, chop your garlic ahead of time. So when the time comes, all you gotta do is just add it right in. And don't be in a hurry. Remember, this is not gonna take a long time to begin with. So don't be in a hurry when you're doing this. Take your time. And remember, we're building flavors. Now, you wanna go ahead and crush that last garlic, get that in there. And in my humble opinion, it always just feels like when I'm cooking food like this, it just reminds me of friends and family, and it just hit different. This right here always hits different when I make this dish. Now, I'm gonna get our tomatoes in there. And go ahead and give that a mix. And after we get the tomatoes in, then we're gonna go ahead and start to season our pot. So now, just mix that around. Don't spend too much time on it. Just give it just a quick little mix. And then after that, we're going in with our seasonings. Get the Italian seasoning, go to get your smoked paprika in. So now, in no specific order, except for the salt and pepper, go ahead and add all your spices in. Italian seasoning, your paprika, your garlic powder, your onion powder. Save the salt and pepper for last because that's your seasoning. Now, after that, you're gonna go ahead and get your tomato paste in there. And I recommend that you have a little small spoon on the side outside of this wooden spoon that you're using just to help you get that out of the spoon, because mine got a little stuck in there and sometimes that can happen. So while I was tapping the spoon on the side of the pot, as you can already see, mine got a little stuck because I was just trying to make sure I had it measured out correctly so I can give you guys the right measurements as well. Now, don't spend too much time on this part. Just go ahead, trust yourself, get it in there. And then once you get all that tomato paste in there, go ahead and give it a quick stir. And then we're gonna add our chicken broth next. So now, a lot of you guys, and I wanna reiterate this, a lot of you guys always ask me, what is that? Is that orange juice? That's chicken broth. It's better than bouillon chicken broth. So you'll find that in the link in the description as well. So now after you add the chicken broth, you're gonna add your salt and pepper, seasoning it down. Now remember, the final simmer to this and the final taste to this is now. Remember, a recipe is no more than a guide and it's there to guide you. But your tongue palate, it makes the final decision, okay? So make sure when you're doing this part, you wanna taste your food. And once you've tasted it and you've adjusted whatever needs to be adjusted, then you wanna add your noodles next. And there's no specific size you have to do this. Remember, you just probably want it slightly above bite size. At the end of the day, we're making soup. So there's no right or wrong way to do this. Now, after that, you wanna saddle up and we're gonna go ahead and garnish this thing. And can we talk lasagna without cheese? Absolutely not. Ricotta, mozzarella, Parmesan, simple, classic, familiar. This goes right on top whenever you serve, and it melts right into the soup. So that's what you're seeing me doing. I added all those cheeses together, mixed it in the bowl, and we're gonna garnish it with it, hitting it with a little bit of that red pepper flakes, and then coming in with that fresh thyme. This is what I like to call, let's make magic. It's beautiful, it's elegant, it's fragrant. This is the kind of food that's meant to be enjoyed. And then we're gonna hit it with some black pepper and of course a little bit of that olive oil. And then just go ahead and ladle yourself a nice, hearty, generous bowl and serve it. Foodie family, if you're a foodie just like me, you're always thinking about what you're gonna eat next. I'm happy you asked that question. Check out my catalog, especially my gumbo collard green video. Thank you so much for your love, for your support. See you on the next one. Peace.